Hello? Yep, okay. I'm starting a new series. I thought about this a while ago, but this morning I woke up after a dream about Brobnar Untamed Logos burst combo deck, kinda. And I decided it's time to start it. Basically, what I want to do is I want to search the secondary market for a deck in every house combo in the game. Well, I might skip like this Logos Shadows or something. I want to find something reasonably priced, like $50 maximum, that I think is competitive. Because I'm Dark Tidings spoiler free, then I'm not gonna play against somebody random at this time. Oh, I might try and put up a game and ask no Dark Tidings. We'll see how that goes. Yeah, something that I feel is competitive, something I might buy. I'm not gonna buy anything right now, so you can feel free to, if you want, buy the deck that I find. I'm just theory crafting for the fun of it and produce content and show you how I look for a deck if I'm interested in it. So yeah, first house combo is gonna be Untamed Brobnar Logos. Yeah. Where did it go? Oh, scroll down. Okay, so Dex of Keyforge is currently the only real tool for searching the secondary market. I start out by just looking for the house combo that I want. I guess it really depends. I mark for sale, of course, because I'm not interested in looking at all the decks. And I start looking at what's available. And while I look at the decks that show up, I can start to focus what I'm looking for. Now, Brobnar Logos Untamed is a house combo that exists in Coda, AOA, and Worlds Collide, and I need to like there might be like different configuration of stats that are relevant for each of the sets, or different kind of cards that I would be looking for. But yeah, this is generally the start. So I just quickly look over this deck, and this is the highest rated deck that is for sale. It has a triple hunting witch, so it's a little bursty Untamed. You see that the stats are mostly in Logos and Untamed here. Brobnar is on the weaker side. It doesn't have a price. I almost never make offers on decks without prices, and if I do, I make very lowball offers. It's just not really worth the effort of trying to negotiate, because I have no idea what they were gonna want, and for me to make an offer, I'm gonna have to test it. And if I test it, then I've spent a bunch of time, and I don't know what the price point is. So I might have just wasted my time, because maybe it's outside my budget. Like maybe they want $100 for this, and I'm not gonna looking for a deck for $100. I'm looking for a deck for up to $50. So yeah, I almost never make offers to decks without a price, but I can still have a look at this deck. It looks pretty good. It has Bursty Untamed, it has Double Mother, Phase Shift, Library Access, International Dimensional Graph is pretty good. It does lack a little of Amber Control, like it does double more Mook into the Dimensional Graph and what else. And your Cipher and Dexter is basically low on the Amber Control. Creature Control is decent. There's a Coward and Lost in the Woods, Bouncing Deathquark, and a bunch of creatures. Yeah, so that's just something I looked at. This is a triple model deck with some creatures. There's Dew Fairies. Dew Fairies is not the creature that I'm looking for right now. It's too slow and it dies to random damage pips. I don't want stuff that dies to random damage pips and doesn't do anything. It does look like a fairly strong deck stats-wise. Like the stat disposition is pretty nice, and it does have Dysania, which is exciting. I don't think this is exactly what I'm looking for. I would like a more bursty Untamed, I think. Like Dust Pixies and Hunting Witches, and this one only has one Dust Pixie. It does have an Event Seed, and Event Seeds is awesome. Well, yeah, just look at it, move along. This is an interesting deck. There's triple Full Moon with quadruple Lab Work and a Ground Buggy. Yeah, this is pretty cool. If it had a Gengar Chieftain, obviously this would be way better because you could set up that combo as well. Problem here, it seems, is that it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 creatures only with those triple Full Moons. You can still probably set up something pretty bursty here. But like all of those decks, there's lack of Amber Control so far, so I'm probably going to need to look for specifically stuff with Amber Control if I want them. And Ground Buggy on its own is not good enough. For a Ground Buggy on its own to be good, you need to have better ways of digging through your deck than Lab Works. When I played Charfleur, which is actually this house combo, you needed the Sounder Horns to dig through your deck, and along with the Nepenseed and the Glimmer to grab something out of your discard pile that you need, specifically the Martian Generosity. Oh no, it's not the same combo. It was without Logos. It was Mars. Yeah, I don't think I've ever had like a really good deck in this house combo. There are a couple that I like, but nothing this good. I actually should look at my own collection before I go into the secondary market. I might do that. But for the purpose of this exercise, I think looking straight into the secondary market is fine. Triple Witch of the Eye is cute. Creature lineup is not bad. There's a World Armor with a double Bumpsy. And there's Relentless Assault to make those creatures walk faster. What's in Recursion? There are Witches of the Eye and Lost in the Woods. I feel that the Witches of the Eye are a bit slow here, and I don't feel that they have anything good enough to recur. Like, if it had a Nature Scroll, then maybe. Maybe I get the payback for the Witch of the Eyes. Yeah, I don't know. The triple Dust Pixie, Mimicry, Lost in the Woods, that's a very nice Untamed. Library Access with double Twin Bolt, Wild Wormhole, and a Kills Portal. I love Kills Portal. Double Gengar and a Relentless Assault. This deck looks pretty nice. Price is too high though, and Amber Control is basically non-existent. That Brobnar suit is very nice. Has lots of creatures. It's gonna be a very sturdy board. I would have liked seeing like Angers or Relentless Assault or Gengar Chieftains here to really make this board work, because you might play your big creatures and get board wiped, and then you're just sitting there with nothing. Also has a library access with the double Wild Wormhole, which is lovely. Yeah, moving on. Triple Loot the Bodies. Champion Challenge, that's pretty neat. Maybe if it had like only one Loot the Bodies, that would be nice. There's Phase Shifts. And Double Anger. Double Anger is really, really cool. I wish like the Logos had like a Quick Study Adventure, so you can use it. I think creature count is a bit too low here. Also, the C here is insane, which means that overall this deck probably doesn't do as much as it looks like. Okay, oh, here's a Worlds Collide one. Double Unnatural Selection, that's excellent. double E-Day, double Tau Whirlpools. The Brobnar suit, though, it doesn't have what I'm looking for at all. Like, there's Double Smith, which is alright, there's a Berserk Slam, which is good, Lava Wall, which is good, but the creatures are all really sad. I really need some Groaks, and, well, there's a Groak, and a Ganga Chieftain, and what else do I like? Alakas are good. Maybe that 2-power skirmish goblin, I don't remember the name, that readies and fight when you play down next to it. That's not bad. Shadow Thorn would be really good. Like, there's stuff to look for. But overall, this deck is pretty cool. I could take this for like straight up. The Brobnar is not good enough, but I don't know. The Untamed is not bursty. I want a bursty Untamed. Okay, let's start focusing in on what I want. I'm looking for I'm not gonna restrict the Amber Control, because the Amber Control stat on decks of Keyforge is kind of, I don't like it, basically. It doesn't, the number goes up, it doesn't necessarily mean that the Amber Control is good. So sometimes there's like 5 Amber Control and the Amber Control is sufficient, like in like Gazmax. Gazmax has like an Amber Control of 5, and it has like Shuffles, Momok, IG, something like that, and it's like fine. Yeah, so I'm not going to restrict the Amber Control. I do want a certain range of creatures. Like, I don't want too many creatures, and I don't want too few creatures. Especially since Untamed Burst is probably going to come from creatures, and I want the Brobnar to actually have a board. I not want like 6 Brobnar creatures. Unfortunately, you can't search here by house, which is unfortunate. But yeah, that's okay. Creature count, I want a minimum of 15. Like, I'd like 6, 3, 6 is a good distribution I can work with. Anything around that is fine. And a max creature count of 20. Like, anything above 20 usually doesn't have enough actions to do anything meaningful. Unless it's like mass mutations, then creature flux works because of all the pips. But this house combo doesn't exist in mass mutations, so that's not gonna happen. I'm not gonna restrict creature control, because I'm gonna want to rely on fighting in order to do my thing. I do want some Amber, and I think also the expected Amber index of Keyforge is not amazing. So I'm gonna just add bonus Amber with a minimum of 12. Also, the quality of actions that have Amber pip on them is pretty high, so if there are pips in the deck, it's usually pretty good. So I'm gonna put a minimum of 12, just like as a setup. I might adjust it later. I'm trying to think if there's any other restriction I want to add. Yeah, maybe recursion. Like, I'd like recursion, but it's not necessary. Okay, let's start with this. Filter some. That like removes 500 decks that I don't have to look at. That's cool. Wait for it to load. Okay, we're left with this deck, which we've already seen. Yeah, a lot of the nicer decks that we've looked at Oh, still here. We should add buy it now constraint. I don't want to have to deal with all those blanks and higher price decks. So max 50. That's our constraint about that's the budget. Okay, so we are left with this quadruple lab walk, triple full moon thing. Like I said, I don't like the amber control here, so it's not good. I'm gonna just stick this in my reject pile because I don't wanna accidentally just review it again later. So I'm just sticking it to reject, so I don't have to look at it. Let's see. Yeah, so I'm using tag the reject. If I do a search and there are too many decks that I've rejected already, I can just add not included tags, not these tags, and then I will just not see them in my searches. It's very helpful if you go over and look over your decks of Keyforge a lot and you've already eliminated some decks. Just make sure that they're really eliminated and you really don't want them, because once you reject them, the idea is that you're not going to look at them again. So make sure that you really don't want to look at them again. And this one I don't want. Like it's very exciting that the quadruple labor, triple full moon, but there's just no way this deck is consistent enough. It's not nearly fast enough to make that work, and the amber control is dodgy. And there's no interdimensional graft to make a comeback against something. So if you don't do your Gump Buggy in time, you just lose, and it's just not good. Okay. I see the triple vigor, and I'm not happy with that. I see the double phase shift and that double mother. That's nice. There's another archaeologist, which is some nice recursion. The Brobnar, not fast enough. There's only one Ganger. That's not good enough. Next, €5. Like, I often set a budget of 50 and I find a deck for like 15, 25 that I like. Hasn't happened yet with 5, but it might. Only shipping Europe, no UK. That's a problem for us. I'm not in Europe, but I'll have a look at this deck, and maybe if I like it, I can, I don't know, forward it to somebody. Have some friends in Europe. Also, I'm not actually gonna buy it, so I don't know. Okay, this Brobnar is actually decent. There's double Skull with double Ganger Chieftain, Berserker Slam, and then Laka. That's a decent. There's also Magwamp, decent. And the problem is that it still has some dead cards. It has a Slimy Jock, dead, and Volcano, dead. I don't like dead cards. Warriors of Fane is also not amazing. It does have 2 Fluxias with a Nature Scroll, which is cute. And double Hollow Gramophone is also very nice. This deck is pretty decent, actually. Yeah, I don't love this Amber Control. Does it have a recursion for the Edai? Just one recurve, that's not enough. Yeah, maybe with a little more recursion, this could have worked. Wow! Double Rock Hurling Giant. That is neat. Has a Lomir, a Ganger, burn the stockpile. What other armor control? Ooh, there's a Fluorescent Principle. I don't know, this could work. Too many Niffles, not enough Burst and Untamed. It's a hunting witch and a full moon. With a regrowth. The problem with having Lomir and burn the stockpile is people aren't gonna risk going to 7 against you. They're just going to 6, and there's no way to annoy them with 6. Like if you had this setup with whatchamacallit, the balance thing, the artifact, in Untamed that you steal one if they have 6, that would be amazing. But it's not there, so this is kind of trash. Okay, Amber Control. Well, that's interesting. It has a fuzzy coin, so the Amber Control number is completely fudged. It has bumps into the dimensional graph, life whip, Dexter, Neo Siphon. Actually, yeah, I wouldn't like this. There's Fuzzy Glue and Double Dust Pixie with a Nature's Call. Is there a key cheat? There is no key cheat. That might be risky. There is a Mimicry though, which is amazing. Double Wild Hole with Triple Mother. But there's 2 Coward's End. I don't really like Wild Rolling into Coward's End, so that's a nope. The big one. Hologramophones with double candle unit. Ooh, that I like. Make the candle unit sticky. There's an IG. This is actually pretty cool. Overrun. Flex is bad. Yeah, it doesn't have enough creatures. It's only 4. The Rock Hurling Giant might make it interesting, so you can discard all the shit cards. There's Teliga, which I love, but there's no recursion for the Teliga. Not good enough. There's a Gravit Cycle, which is interesting. There's double E-Die. No. The double Igon, the Igon is just meh. Double Unnatural Selection is cool. Like I think the thing that I defined here and looking for is not really applicable to Worlds Collide, because Worlds Collide Untamed is not really bursty, but it can be pretty creature control-y with the natural selection and stuff. Although there is a Song of the Wild with double Ghost Hawk. Have to look at this Brobnar lineup again. There's a Mega Naup. It's just the creatures are so bad. It's just a Ganger. The Ganger and a Berserker Slam is the only 2 cards that I like here. That's not good enough. Sorry deck. Next. Piranha Monkeys with double regrowth. And the Seed. That's cute. Ammo Control non-existent. That's not good. And you need to start just looking at that. Ooh, okay. If it wasn't Pittston Burden Stockpile with a component, is pretty decent. There's double Nature's Call with the Dust Pixie and the Witch of the Eye, so you can Witch of the Eye lock. Another Dust Pixie would have been really nice. There's Halakor, which can be good with Brobnar, but there are not enough creatures in Brobnar. Yeah, the creatures here are in the wrong house. They're in Logos. You don't want the creatures in Logos. Yeah, Amber Control is this house combo is just abysmal. Screech Bomb, Bumpsy, Ritual of Balance. In a Ritual of Balance, that's the artifact I was talking about. So Ritual of Balance with like burn the stockpile, that's mean. No, not good enough. Effervescent Principle and Graft. Champions Challenge. Loot the bodies. Oh, Okay. Okay. We're now going into SAS territory where it's very iffy, and there's a good chance that there will just not be a competitive deck in this house combo for sale right now. But maybe not in this price range. Like, we saw a couple that were unmarked, so it might only be for sale with a house prices. It's possible that I won't find anything. There's 2 lab work to make the interdimensional graph, and if ever is impossible, make the bulk. Unfortunately, there are no pips on creatures here, so the double nature scroll are not as bursty. But still, double nature scroll with the Lost in the Woods is pretty creature controlling. Like, the C here is pretty nice and high. Don't live save the back. Yeah, I just don't think we're gonna make this board stick. Like, the 2 Nephilates is also abysmal. Yeah, I'm just not liking this too much. I do like the Brobnar here. Brobnar here is pretty neat. A champion challenge and loot the bodies with bottles in battle. It's pretty good. Okay. Those stats are nice. Effervescent Principle, Ritual of Balance, Comp, Dimension Door, Unguarded Camp, Murmuk Dexter. That's triple Murmuk. Ooh, triple Murmuk with a Ritual of Balance. Okay, okay, there's a Relentless Assault. Okay, that's nice. Double Smash, Crump, Headhunter, Earthshaker. Earthshaker is pretty cool. And if you get the Earthshaker, use it, and then you can bounce it and reuse it later if you draw the War Drummer. Maybe you can archive the War Drummer with the Lab Orb. There's Library Access with the Phase Shift. Scrambler Storm with Novel Archaeologist. Okay, I like this one. Okay, let's put this into a spreadsheet. Yeah. Okay, this is pretty cool. $15 deck. I think this is pretty cool. Has 20 creatures, which is not ideal. There's a Hunting Witch too, with considerable number of creatures in Untamed, so it's gonna get off. I want to play this deck. Let's see if I can get a game in. No, DT, please. No, not dynamics, competitive. I know the deck. That background noise is probably horrible, right? Yeah, I'm sorry. There's nothing I can do about that. It's a garbage truck. Just waiting for a game. I guess I'll keep looking while we wait for a game. Oh, there's a game. Let's hope they didn't load DT. No, that's a DT deck. Okay, let's just put a password on this. Yeah, and I should use capitals like in the title. And then if somebody joins, they definitely know that it's not DT. Yeah, so I'm gonna keep on looking. It might take a while until I can find a player. What do you have here? There's a Worlds Collide deck. Let's see the Amber Control. Information exchange of Run, Berserker Slam, and Wild Spirit. What's a Wild Spirit? Reap Capture one? Double over Run Flex, nah. Hologramophones. Triple hologramophones. Damn, I wish this thing had whatchamacallit, 5 power Logos creature that fights and draws a card with the hologramophones. That's nice. What's in Brobnar? 5 Breath is awesome. Shorty Ogopogo is cute. Narp is bad. Mega Gok is good. Cowfine is pretty good. Alaka is pretty good. Floor is lava. I haven't really played with this much. At the start of your turn, deal 1 damage to a friendly creature and 1 damage to an enemy creature. Okay, the Brobnar is alright. It's not terrible, it's not really good. I love Zenzi. Makes it sticky with a hologramophone. Dotto 2. Bibliofields might also survive. This is cute. There's a Harmonia, which is sort of bursty, and a natural selection, so I like to combo the two. So I play like a Harmonia, a couple of creatures, then a natural selection. So you burst 3 Amber and clear the board, like shrunk them back down. There's Nature's Call, so I can do that Harmonia stuff more. There's Fluxia, but that works in reverse. So Fluxia is like the opposite of Harmonia. There's not enough creature to make the Fluxia work here. Song of the Wild doesn't have a Ghost Hawk. I mean, this deck might be decent, but I'm not excited to try it. So I'm gonna skip it. Triple Mustic Murmuk. Triple Mustic Murmuk is pretty cool. And IG with Triple Mustic Murmuk is even cooler. No. Here. Edai, Graft, Vineapple Tree. Overrun, Grok, Triple Mustic Murmuk. With a regrowth. And a Fangtooth Cavern. I have some pretty weak creatures in Logos. Yeah, and the Brobnar again is deal breaker. It's gonna be hard to find a worthwhile Brobnar deck. Specifically in this house combo that actually also works. Okay, we have Double Hunting Witch with a Full Moon. Ritual of Balance. Double Effervescent Principle. Positron Bolt. Gangil. There's only 5 creatures in Brobnar. It's not what I'm looking for. There's also 2 fairies which are bad. Yeah, this is not what I'm looking for. Okay, now I'm going into like seriously questionable SAS territory. But gems still exist here. Not likely with an effective board of 106. That means a lot of the SAS points are in creatures. Niffle Queen with the Niffle Apes. Not likely to be good. There's a Neutron Shark though, which is cool. Oh, Barehanded. Barehanded is an amazing card. How many artifacts in here? 2. Not terrible. I'd be happier with 1. There's Double Bumpsy. No really way to recall anything except the Novo Archaeologist. Double Angers. I like Double Anger. This one has Seed, Ritual of Balance, Double Anger, Double Fire Spitter, that's good against wards, Scrambler, Spangler Boxes, yeah, not great, but at least it's not a crazy killing machine, which is awful. It does have an Unguarded Camp with an Effervescent Principle, which is nice. Life Web is not gonna do much. Murmuk with Ritual Balance is cute, but there's only 1 Murmuk, so that's not gonna happen too much. Useless creatures in Logos, yeah, this is not what I'm looking for. Relentless Assault, Gankel, Nature's Call, Out of the Forest. Not buying any Out of the Forest decks, and not even looking at them. I hate them. Burn that card. Double Unnatural Selection. No Amber Control at all. Berserker, Bound Raising, Mastic Momok, Candle Unit. It's close to being like alright Amber Control, but it's really not enough. Triple Mabbed and Mad. Yeah. Like I said, very questionable territory. I think I found only one deck that is playable in this endeavor. Let's see if I can get a game. From one of the Discord groups. Play online. Let's see if I can find a game. I really want to play that deck. In the meantime, let's look at my own collection. Maybe I have something in that house combo that is actually nice. My decks, and I'm gonna remove all those restrictions because I don't have that many decks, and I can look over all of them. I only have 3 decks in this house combo. Okay, so this is one of my old decks that I really love. It doesn't have any Amber Control, but I really like the double director or double ZYX research with a project. This deck is not good though. I'm not gonna pretend that it is. Agrichess is actually pretty cool 61 SAS deck. It has triple wild wormhole, and it has a board clear that does not go off on the wild wormhole because it's Ragnarok, and Ragnarok is alpha. So if you hit it, nothing happens, which is awesome. Cool deck, really like playing it in SASCAP and stuff, but definitely not a competitive deck. And this deck I'm not really familiar with. Stiltkin, yeah, that was the one that I thought was actually decent, with the Gangles and the Laka and Pile of Skulls and an Iron Obelisk. Well, I don't think this deck is competitive, but it is worth playing. Like in SASCAP or something. Looks cool. Yeah, so I do not have a competitive Brobnar Logos Untamed deck. Thanks for checking. Okay, I am not able to find a game